It is the end of the Cretaceous period, and the continents are taking on their modern forms. But this ceaseless movement of the Earth's crust has also produced a surge in volcanic activity across the globe. Massive eruptions that have lasted for centuries have laid waste to landscapes and filled the atmosphere with poisonous gases and debris. This desolate world is still ruled by dinosaurs, as it has been for 160 million years, but they are nearing the end of their reign. Life on Earth is choking to death. The area is full of geothermal springs, and the air is thick with sulfurous fumes. But there is another smell mixed in here. In one small valley, there is the stench of death. It's formed a suffocating layer close to the ground. There are still islands of greenery between the barren lava flows. In the warm, moist climate of the late Cretaceous period, the vegetation has transformed. Instead of conifers, broad-leaved trees fill the forest canopy. Driving this quiet revolution among the plants is the remarkable evolution of flowers. Their secret lies in their intimate relationship. And among these new plants, the birds are flourishing, and their calls now form an ever-present chorus. Nearby lies the Tyrannosaurus nest. These are usually closely guarded by a protective mother. But this nest said the Tyrannosaurus embryo inside the abandoned egg is already dead. Volcanic environment, because acidic pollution is preventing their eggshells from forming properly. Is to attract a wandering male. She may have to call like this for weeks. Never again challenge for the right to mate. The mating call of the Tyrannosaurus continues to echo across the volcanic slopes. Three days have passed. The Triceratops carcass has been stripped. Months have passed, and the female Tyrannosaurus has built a new nest, camouflaged in the forest. Must station, or even eat. As the sun sets, another threat comes out to haunt the mother. The weeks pass, and above the brilliant volcanic sunsets, there are the telltale warning signs of an even more destructive natural disaster. Showers of shooting stars herald the approach of a giant comet on a collision course with the Earth. Morning reveals the results of last night's tussle. The little Torosaurus lost his fight with the predators, only animals that will spell their doom. That night, the usual evening chorus is joined by the whimper of a dying giant. But their fate will now... 3,000 kilometers to the south, the massive comet crashes into Earth. The light from the impact fades in silence. Next comes the blast front. Finally, a rain of molten rock starts to fall out of the darkening sky. This is the end of the age of the dinosaurs. The comet struck the Gulf of Mexico with the force of 10 billion Hiroshima bombs. In the catastrophic climate changes that followed, 65% of life died out. It took millions of years for Earth to recover, and when it did, the giant dinosaurs were gone, never to return.